What if the one company responsible for all of Wile E. Coyote's failures finally became his biggest mistake? For years, Wile E. Coyote has bought rockets, traps, gadgets, and ridiculous machines from ACME. And every single time, the plan goes wrong. But this time, Coyote doesn't order another gadget, he gets a lawyer, and he decides to take ACME to court. Welcome to Coyote vs. Acme. The story follows Wile E's Coyote after yet another disastrous attempt to catch the Roadrunner. But instead of simply trying again, Coyote starts asking a different question. What if ACME is actually responsible for all of this? That's when he meets Kevin Avery, a struggling lawyer played by Will Forte. At first, Kevin probably thinks this is one of the strangest cases he's ever seen. But after looking at Coyote's history with ACME products, he realized there might actually be something here, so the two decide to fight back. And suddenly, this isn't just another cartoon chase. It's a lawsuit. The argument is pretty simple. ACME keeps selling products that repeatedly fail, malfunction, and create chaos. So should the company be held responsible? But ACME isn't about to let that happen. The corporation brings in its own powerful lawyer, Buddy Crane, played by John Cena. And now, the real battle begins. On one side, you have a human lawyer and an animated coyote. On the other, you have a massive corporation with a very confident attorney. And that's where this movie gets completely crazy. Because this isn't a normal courtroom drama. This is Looney Tunes. 1 minute, everyone can be having a serious conversation. And the next minute, cartoon physics completely take over. The movie mixes live-action characters with animated characters, creating a world where the impossible suddenly feels normal. But underneath all that comedy, there's actually an interesting idea. Wile E. Coyote has spent his entire life losing. He tries something, it fails, he gets embarrassed, and then he tries again. But now, instead of accepting that cycle, he's finally fighting back. And Kevin seems to become more than just his lawyer. The trailer hints that their partnership develops into a genuine friendship. Two completely different characters, working together against a company that seems almost impossible to defeat. And if you're enjoying this movie breakdown, take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. We've got more upcoming movie reviews, trailer breakdowns, and Hollywood stories coming your way. Now back to the movie. One of the most interesting parts is John Cena's character. Buddy Crane looks like the perfect opponent for Kevin. He's confident, professional, and determined to protect ACME at all costs. And putting a serious corporate lawyer against Wile E. Coyote creates an endless supply of comedy. Because how exactly do you defend a company when your opponent is a cartoon character whose entire life is basically evidence against you? And of course, we can't forget the Roadrunner. Coyote may be focused on ACME now, but his obsession with catching the Roadrunner isn't simply going to disappear. That's what makes the story feel connected to the classic character. It's still the same Wile E. Coyote. He's just finally found a new target, ACME. The movie also has a pretty unusual history. It was completed years ago, but originally wasn't released. Eventually, it found a new path to theaters. So in a strange way, the movie itself went through its own Wile E. Coyote-style disaster, and somehow survived. Overall, Coyote vs. Acme looks like a crazy combination of courtroom comedy, live-action adventure, and classic Looney Tunes chaos. The biggest question is whether the movie can turn this ridiculous idea into a genuinely entertaining story. But if it succeeds, Wile E. Coyote might finally get the victory he's been waiting for. Not by catching the Roadrunner, no, but by taking down ACME. So would you watch Coyote vs. Acme in theaters? Let me know in the comments.